All right, yo, what's up, everyone? It's me, Dan Nushroom, welcoming you to the year 2020. We're going to have a very serious and professional debate talking about lots of political actions, political moderations, belief. Things might get pretty intense in here, but that's why this is a Dan Nushroom exclusive that you're watching, the 2020 post-presidential debates. All right, so now we're introducing all the different candidates. Candidates, please. I don't know. I don't have the list out here, so if you could introduce yourself.
I guess I'll go first. My name is Darth Vader. You may know me from the 2016 campaign, where I represented the United Bull Moose Party under the Inevitability banner. I vanquished my rivals in that primary, and this news organization, the Tabloid Times, has published terrible things about me, including saying that I kidnapped Dr. Yunoichi, which I did, but I don't like that they reported that.
All right, very cool. Love to hear this kind of inspiring words from audience members. Now on to the next candidacy. Uh, do we want to talk about the Moose Party?
Yes. Yes, my name is Pyro Hen, and I'm from the Moose Party. I ran under the vice presidential banner or the United Bull Moose Party the last time, in 2016. But here's the thing, though. Oh, we didn't get any votes. Like, even he didn't vote for it. So I decided to go a little rogue, And now we got the Moose Party. And I'm firmly of the belief that we should just give people what they want. Which is why if you live in the South Dakota metropolitan area, you now have free HBO. Because it's on me.
Well, excuse me, I don't live in the South Dakota metropolitan area, so how does that help me?
Sir, where do you live?
That's not your problem.
I just wanted to know, dude. I'm trying to make conversation here.
Well,
like I'm the moderator after all.
I'm sorry, I don't live in South Dakota, so why is he even talking about that?
I don't know. Some people do, maybe.
I've heard rumors that there are people living in South Dakota, and I would say that if you'd elected me, that would change.
I thought you were debating to get my
get
vote.
here.
I have some
This is all about his whole thing, which is just evil, evil, evil. South Dakota, if you elect me, then I guarantee you will get all your hopes and dreams. I will fight for the people of South Dakota. Very hard, very intensely, in
Mr.
all the
Hen,
back alleys and bars
Mr. Hen,
possible.
I think you've been talking too much. We need to introduce
No.
Mr. Mouse, Doibly the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me clear a couple things up here. Okay. So I ran back in 2016 was the year. I mean, I don't even remember this. But my goal was to liberate Nevada from the oppressive constraints and regulations they have there on the casino industry. And
Sir, I don't like the way you talk. Your voice is very annoying to me. I would now.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. Doible. We went head to head in 2016. Let me just remind you, you lost. It was a pretty big defeat, in my opinion. I mean, when we had to do dodgeball at the Broker Convention, the lone moose went for me.
You're vice president, and you're insulting me also as
you were not my vice president. You're my vice president now, but that's different.
All right, so I feel like we've done all of our introductions. I'd like to get onto some policy issues. So the first thing I want to talk about is a political thing. That I got this new ice on my wrist. It's Bill Clinton. What do you think of this?
I think it's great.
I like it too. It's a solid watch.
Man, why did you show us that?
Because I thought it was cool, and it's a political question.
Yeah.
Now,
Also,
if you don't want to support me as your moderator, I can just kick you out of the debate, Mr. Doibley.
Excuse me, Mr. Hen, you made a previous comment about like fighting hard for the people of South Dakota or some, some generic
Yeah.
thing like that. That's cool and all, but like as your VP, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna be straight here. We're not gonna fight that hard. Like,
We will.
We weren't going to fight that hard because
No, we will.
remember we lost.
No.
Why is
we
Mr.
will-
Doyle in here?
we
He
do
sounds like a
have to
loser.
be
Yeah.
very like
Because he is a
fighting
loser.
through
I'm
things
going
a
through some
lot.
things, okay, Mr. Real Audience American member
We
or whatever.
should not have people going through things in the White House.
Yes.
Look, everyone has
Which
to
is
go
why
through
when-
things. I recently went through the loss of two jugs of apple juice I had in my downstairs fridge, and I don't know what happened, but they spilled all over it. Looks
I
like
recently went through the Lost and found this cheery Mickey Mouse hat, and it's how I get through each and every single day. So I feel like going through things has been pretty productive for me. Let's
All
get
I'm-
here.
All I'm
You
saying
know what
is that
hasn't
The
been
Lost and Found's the
productive?
only place I get my outfits from
Wait,
nowadays.
guys, you want to know what hasn't been productive? Like, please try and support this. I'm trying to segue into the next issue. As a moderator, I feel like I should be more respected here. But the next issue I'd like to introduce is, what is your thought on the economy? You can only have one. Like, you can't say lots of things. Like, if you could say one word about the economy, what would it be?
now I would say I'm against it. Can I
That's like
elaborate
4
slightly
words
more?
at least.
Okay.
Just say against.
Economy equals bad.
That's 3 words.
Why is he
Yeah.
going over the limit?
No.
You should kick him out.
No.
Yeah,
The
I
first
would
two
like to
words are
say
just
I have
setting up,
maintained-
like, they're
I have
repeating your
maintained-
question.
What?
I'm
No.
against the economy.
This is the rhetoric we all hate. I have maintained pro-economy positions
This is at least
for
15
my
words.
whole career, and I believe there should be an economy, that it should be big, it should be robust, it should have goods and services. He wants to get rid of services, so we only have a goods economy, and that is simply terrible, awful.
All I'm
Good-
saying is that
good is better
American,
than bad. And
we've
I think
been-
that's something we need to think about a lot going forward with the economy. Good is greater than bad. When we have bad in the economy, it's not bads and services. It's not bads and disservices. It's goods. And I forgot the other word, but like the point still stands.
it really makes you wonder. But what you got to understand, Hen, this is the same old tried and true, just politicians promising whatever they want. Oh, we're going to have a good economy. Who cares about that? We've been trying to have a good economy for years, and where has it gotten us? Nowhere. What we need to do is take an unapologetically anti-economy stance in the White House. Not just give up on this
You're wrong.
attempt for higher GDP. I want no GDP. I want no economy. I want evil,
hearing this,
and
man?
I'm tired of compromising on it.
No. Well, having no GDP, while that is a fascinating idea, like if you're going to do it, you might as well go all the way. You should have negative GDP.
I mean, I would love to get there, but I don't know
How
how.
would that
Can I
service
interject
the
here?
Americans?
Can I interject here real quick?
Yes, go
No.
ahead, Mickey Mouse.
Because I'm the VP for both candidates. Who knew? I don't know how that happened. I didn't
Well,
try
neither
very
do
hard
I.
to win the nomination this time around. Okay. The economy, yes. So clearly we have two different positions. I am supposed to represent both of them. So let me massage this a little bit to be more appealing to the American voter.
I love massage.
If
Will
you
you
vote
give me a
for-
massage?
If you vote for Mr. Hen and the Moose Party, of which I am a member,
You will give me
you
a
will
massage?
have a wonderful economy. If you vote for Darth Vader and the Bull Party, you will have no economy. If you vote for me, we will actively undermine the economy less than you think Darth Vader would have.
So reaching a compromise. I feel like that actually is a valuable point. Mr. Doibley is obviously the right one here. I mean, except for me, but like, you know what I mean. I think that like somewhat undermining the economy is reaching the best compromise here, and we need to advocate a centrist approach on this issue so that we can, avoid controversy and appeal to a majority of Americans.
I understand as the moderator, you have this tendency towards moderation, being the most moderate and therefore right person in the room. But I just want to say,
I'd like to respect that. Actually, I am the right person in the room. I am the smartest here. I'm the best. I have more cool things than all of you, and I really just want all of you to understand that and really bury that deep in your mind so that it's like.
Don't you also live in your parents' basement?
That is beside the point.
As a real American,
a studio apartment, for your information.
Be quiet. A real American is talking.
As
a real American is talking.
As a real American, I appreciate the move to moderation. I consider myself a radical centrist. So I think if we can find the most centrist, most center thing, like anything in the middle, I think that would be great for me personally.
Well, I love centrism. I think centrism is a great thing. It's central.
Especially like with driving. I need you to be in the center of the road.
Right, because as we all know, in fact, that's one of my policies, is that on the road, we're not going to drive on the left or the right. We're going to drive on the center, right on the line.
In fact, in my car, I don't sit in the left or the right seat in the front seat. I sit in the center console, right in the middle of the two.
I think cars... okay, I'm just throwing this out here. I haven't really thought about policy positions that much. I kind of listen to what the two of them say and figure it out because, they think about these things and, the economy and, I don't know, people. Okay, so if we're gonna, be centrists with our cars, I think we should also have one headlight.
I'd like to... That actually reminded me. All of you have seen the 2005 documentary, Cars, about the cars that live as people. And I feel like this raises our next question about going into what we think about different types of wellness, serviceability, because if you service a car, you change the tire, you change the engine, you change the oil, you put the gas in, you put the headlight oil in, all of it, and that's serviceability for the car. But what about the system of wellness, serviceability in this country for Americans, and also cars, as we saw with the living cars that talk and have eyes and stuff, like we saw in the movie? So what is your thoughts on wellness, serviceability?
Wellness and serviceability. Do you mind saying more about that?
I feel like you're not really getting the concept of wellness, serviceability. We all know what wellness, serviceability is.
I feel like as candidates, you should know what he's talking about.
It's been in the national discussion for almost 4 years.
Please define both of those terms.
Wellness is a practice.
No, the terms years and the number 4, please.
Oh, years are 300 days of there are 4 seasons, 300 days. Each season gets 50 days.
Hold on a minute. I'm gonna write this down.
Okay.
So how many days are there in a year?
There's 300, and it's split up into 4 seasons. Every season has 50 days exactly. Winter, fall, spring, summer.
What about autumn?
Autumn is in there also. I feel like that's a bonus season. Same with March and September or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of different seasons, and there's a lot of different opinions, but I feel like that's indicative of this greater country. Lots of people have different opinions. I mean, I think we're kind of getting off topic of wellness, serviceability.
Language of origin, please.
I speak English.
I just want to say on wellness, serviceability, I don't really know what it is, but it sounds like a social program that helps people. Is that what you're getting, Real American?
That's exactly what I'm getting. I'm not sure why you guys can't understand this.
So
I don't think you should be president if you don't know what this is.
I don't know why you think you can judge who's a good president or not. What gives you the authority to determine who should be president or not? That's just totally audacious of you to think.
Okay,
I'm still waiting to vote, so I can decide which of you becomes president.
He literally voted not for you. I didn't vote for you. I didn't vote for me either. You see this? like I made a determination too.
All I'm saying is that wellness and serviceability sounds like a benefit, and
And it
my
should benefit
plan
me.
my plan is to simultaneously increase taxes, decrease spending, but not pay off the debt. And I don't understand why there's this opposition to just being so forthright in our malevolence. Like, why would you settle for a lesser evil when you can get the greatest evil of all with me?
Hmm. Well, here's the problem, though, and I think this question really glossed it over earlier, and that was what he discussed earlier about a very present minority in this country, and those are cars. I feel like we need to really give our car friends more power in the country. We should.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of giving
exactly.
the cars that much power. Like they're gonna run over our cities and everything, and like I'm afraid of losing the majority to them.
I mean, just think of how cars could totally change the shape of our cities if they were allowed to just drive everywhere. We would be like destroying buildings just so that cars could get into our cities. Don't you think that would be outsized power for cars?
I'll have you know, I'm the only candidate in this race that has been endorsed by Lightning McQueen.
That's not true.
That is the lie.
I'd
No,
like
I
to
talked
fact
to
check
Lightning
that
McQueen.
he actually we can talk to our correspondent of Mickey Mouse, who I believe is good friends with Lightning McQueen.
That's right.
Has he been endorsed by Lightning McQueen?
I'm gonna put it this way. No.
What about the friendly neighborhood pickup truck Mater, Tow Mater,
Tomater without the tuh.
Tomato?
I have been endorsed by both of those individuals. I'll have you know.
Wait a minute. Go over that one again. I didn't. That one went right over these ears.
Okay, so the way the line goes in the movie Cars is
You
his
mean
name
the-
is
you mean
Mater.
it's not a movie.
The documentary.
documentary.
Well, the
It's not a
documentary is a
documentary.
movie.
It's a film.
Okay, in the film Cars by Pixar Incorporated, there's a line where a character says, the character is named Mater. He's a tow truck. His business is called Tow Mater. And he's explaining his name to Lightning McQueen. My name is Mater, like Tow Mater without the tuh. But Tow Mater spells out tomato, but with the right
How is this
accent,
relevant?
it sounds like tomato.
Have you know I've been
How
pro
is
tomato
this
my whole life?
relevant to wellness serviceability?
This is
I had tomatoes yesterday and they didn't taste very good, so that's a
What
turn
kind of
off for me.
tomatoes
In that case, I'm very anti-tomato. I think they are disgusting. They're horrible. I think they
I
should
like
all
to
be
hear it.
burned. You know,
I think
thrown
just
in the
as this
ocean.
real American, have you ever been tired of politicians promising to be less evil than other politicians? Like, wouldn't you prefer if they were more forthright and just told you your life is going to be worse and that's my goal?
But isn't the goal of this debate to make my life better?
No, that's not the goal of this. The goal is to figure out how I can make your life worse. And one of my plans that I think you'll really like is doubling the US mosquito population in just the next 4 years. And we can do this without abolishing the filibuster if we go through reconciliation.
I've been very pro mosquito. I will say that. I believe mosquitoes play a vital part in our nation's economy. Throughout my presidency, you will find so many pro mosquito policies all there. It will be insane.
Okay. Why do you even keep making these promises? Like for real? Okay, the election's over, right? I mean, we can talk about why we lost, but like, why are you even trying at this point? I
Excuse me,
don't
the
get it.
election is not over. I still have not decided who I'm voting for.
Yeah, I feel like we're overlooking that our key voter here has not decided yet.
Yeah.
Right. The election is not over until everyone says it's over.
I'm still waiting in line to vote, so you need to wait for me.
Yeah, the line you're waiting in right now.
Hmm.
I guess if we can win one voter,
It's all worth it.
I don't know
All
who
for
we
one,
is because
one
I'm
for
on both
all,
sides
like
here.
the Four Musketeers.
I would just say if you were willing to join my mission, Mr. Real American, you would double the amount of votes the Bull Party got. Just think of the momentum we could carry with that.
Making very few promises for me, and Pyro's making a lot more, which I appreciate.
I'll have you know that if you were to vote for the Moose, you would be infinitely more votes for the Moose Party than what we actually got.
Mr.
Wait.
Hen, that actually reminded me.
Wow.
What like you should come up with a party slogan. Like if you vote for the Moose, like
Yes.
something else that sounds cool that goes with it. Like I feel like all of you guys should come up with party slogans. Maybe we can have everyone conduct a rap about their party and we can perform it in class right now.
Is this going to be for a grade?
Yeah. It's about like winning the election.
I will vote for whoever wins the rap battle.
You're in the rap battle also, Mr. Real American audience member.
Why don't
Can
you
you
start?
please start rapping for us?
Me?
Yes.
Yo,
Boom and ch, boom, ch, ch,
up in my hizzle, I like to
doom, ch,
yeah,
Doom.
you should. I'm gonna vote. Y'all are
doom,
up in my hizzle.
doom, ch, doom, doom, ch, doom,
Ooh,
ch, doom,
that was good.
ch, doom.
That's
I
it.
think we all know, that's a clear winner right there.
Yeah.
Does
Thank you.
anyone else want to offer any rap contendancies to that?
No,
Or do
I
you
would like
think
to
that
say though,
was-
I've maintained pro rap positions all my life, and that if I were to win, that I would ensure that rap would be heard throughout every corner of America.
What if you don't
Literally,
like rap
I
music?
do mean that.
Was my rap the best rap you've ever heard, Pyro?
Yes, I believe
Yes,
that
it was.
you are a true generational
And you,
talent.
okay, you can see where the
You were
pandering
one of the
comes
best
in.
rapists
Because Real
I've
American,
heard.
I
Thank
know
you.
you have
Thank you, Dan.
talent, and I know that wasn't the best you've got. You've done better. You
Well,
have more.
stop
in
throwing
you.
ice
He's
on my
lying to you.
fire.
I'll have you
Okay,
know I've maintained anti-doible-doibly positions throughout my entire career.
That's
I
not
think he's
true.
a
You
loser.
begged me to be on your
And he's
VP.
terrible.
You begged, and then I was in my one-bedroom apartment in Toledo.
We did not beg you. You were
Doritos
just
and
the
drinking
first
Mountain
person.
Dew, and you're like, here, have these Mickey Mouse ears, and you can be my VP. And I said, okay.
We did not. I just want to be. This is some inter-party, bipartisan solidarity. We did not beg you to be on our ticket. We simply had a sign-up genius, and you were the first one to click on the email to be vice president. This is
not
nothing.
how
We
it
simply had a Google Forms that we set up.
Yeah, and you were the
Yeah.
first response that we got, and it might be because you have an ultra-fast gaming laptop that you spent $20,000 of party funds on, but that's how you ended up as the vice president for both parties.
Let's
And-
just okay. Let me address
Actually,
the
that
allegation
raises
of
another
lots of all
question.
that
Let's
money.
talk about gaming.
Yes, the necessity of that purchase.
First of all, why did half of our campaign account disappear when you got that new graphics card?
I mean, okay. I don't know. That's a pretty easy question. You're asking. I got a graphics card at the same time half of the campaign funds disappeared. You think it's a coincidence? I'm sorry. If you can't put two and two together until now, I shouldn't even be.
Oh
your
no,
VP.
I want to hear you say it.
I mean, okay. So let's put it this way. No, I'm not.
Boop.
I give up.
Why are we talking about this and not
These
me?
transitions into nicely a way for us to wrap up the debate. Speaking of gaming, I'd like to introduce all of you to my Dan Nushroom gaming channel, Dan Nushroom Games, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Dig. We do gaming relatable content, playing lots of classic games with funny content. I provide
Is the content funny and relatable, or just relatable?
It is both funny and relatable, and that's a promise
Okay.
Are you sure?
I can make and I can keep, because Dan Nushroom Gaming on YouTube is the funniest channel. You will want to check it out. Up and coming Dan Nushroom from Washington, D.C. All right, so I guess that's all the time we have today. I'd like to proclaim that I really want this debate with the introduction of my gaming channel. You
Yeah.
all should check it out. Be sure
Yeah.
to subscribe, like for more funny content.
So
And-
please check out Dan Nushroom Gaming, and I hope one day I can be 360 no scoped by the amazing Dan Nushroom.
I'll have
We
you
all
know
can
I've
agree
maintained
on one
pro
thing.
Dan Nushroom gaming positions throughout my entire career.
This is time for bipartisan unity, and Pyro, Hen, and I are going to have a socially distanced shout fest.
Okay.
All right, so I'll see you in a bit.